Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. In front of the State Council, Petroleum Development Oman reviews its operations in the exploration and extraction of oil and gas and its role in social responsibility. The Sultan's Special Force celebrates its annual day and marks the graduation of new recruits. New water desalination plants will be established in a number of governorates. And archaeological discoveries found in Heleniad Island's coast date back to the Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Rashid Al Nuaimi, member of the United Arab Emirates Supreme Council and ruler of Ajman, in reply to His Majesty's condolences cable on the death of Sheikh Mohammed bin Nasser Al Nuaimi. Petroleum Development Oman (PDO) hosted a delegation from the State Council on an official visit to its Mina Al Fahal headquarters. A senior PDO management team gave an overview of the company's performance on a range of matters, including health, safety and the environment, production, cost control, and the creation of job and training opportunities for Omanis through its pioneering in-country value and lean efficiency programs. They also toured a small exhibition featuring some of PDO's award-winning projects and challenges, including Harwil, which is one of the world's biggest miscible sour gas injection projects, Mirah, one of the largest solar energy ventures globally, and the Nimr reed beds, a pioneering energy-efficient wetland scheme to treat produced water from oil production. There was a focus on how PDO has responded to the present low oil price environment and explanatory displays of oil samples, fossils, rocks, equipment, and goods made by women on the company's Banat Oman vocational training program. The visitors were also shown a film giving a corporate overview of PDO and one outlining its national objectives program, which has generated more than 20,000 employment training and redeployment opportunities for Omanis since 2011. The delegation was led by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud Al-Mandari, Chairman of the State Council, and included most of its 84 honorable members. Within the framework of marking its annual day, which falls on 15th of March each year, the Sultan's Special Force SSF held a ceremony to celebrate the graduation of new recruits. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nuaimi, Minister of the Royal Office, presided over this ceremony. Upon his arrival at the military parade field, the SSF commander received the chief guest, after which the national anthem was played and the graduates saluted the chief guest. After that, the chief guest inspected the first column. Then the graduates performed regular march parade with participation of the Royal Guard of Oman Music. Next, the Minister of the Royal Office distributed prizes to the top graduates and also pinned medals of excellent service and royal commendation on a number of SSF commissioned and non-commissioned officers in recognition of their dedication and sincerity in carrying out the duty. Within the framework of this ceremony, Major General SSF Commander pinned Special Service, Long Service, and Good Conduct medals for a number of SSF commissioned and non-commissioned officers in recognition of their long service and sincerity in carrying out this sacred duty. Oman Power and Water Procurement Company OPWPC signed an agreement with Muscat Water Company to establish temporary desalination plants in the Wilaya of Qurayat in the Governorate of Muscat and Asila in the Governorate of South Sharqiya with a cost of 9 million Omani riyals. The scope of the project includes the design, construction, ownership, operation, and maintenance of a high-efficiency reverse osmosis desalination facilities. The total potable water output of Qurayat plant is 8,000 cubic meters per day, whereas total potable water output of Asila plant is 10,000 cubic meters per day. According to the agreement, OPWBC will purchase the potable water produced by the project under a water purchase agreement. The signing of these agreements came as one of the alternatives adopted by Public Authority for Electricity and Water to find quick solutions to address any shortages that may occur for water in Qurayat and the governorates of South Sharqiya. The signing ceremony was held under auspices of His Excellency Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Mahrouqi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Electricity and Water. A press conference was held on the discovery results made at Halaniyat Islands. More details in the following report.
The debris and wreckage of Esmeralda ship affiliated to the war fleet of the Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama was found in the Halaniyat Islands coasts. The ship sank off the coast when it was heading to India in 1503. The exploration results were unveiled at a press conference. The conference indicated that around 2,800 archaeological pieces had been found, among which a bronze bell considered one of the oldest bells in the world that will be authenticated in the Guinness Book of Records. 12 golden coins were also found, and another silver coin called the Legendary Ghost, which was made by the commission of the Portuguese king, Dom Manuel I.
For this, we rigged up a small survey boat and we fitted it with a surface positioning system, a side-scan sonar and a magnetometer. The sonar would pick up any objects on the seabed that were visible above the seabed, and the magnetometer would pick up any iron objects.
The Discovery Project is the first of its kind in the region in the field of exploration of underwater archaeology, which was based on historical and scientific facts and experts who have a long history in the field of maritime exploration.
Still to come in our news bulletin. The Ministry of Social Development celebrates the graduation of 43 females from the program of babysitters and workers at preschool institutions. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The third MEC International Conference on Big Data and Smart City 2016, organized by Middle East College, opened today under the auspices of His Excellency Hilal bin Hamad Al Hassani, CEO of Public Establishment for Industrial Estates. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Rubai.
In this digital era, data are rapidly evolving into a key building block for generating growth and building a prosperous society. New ways of measuring, compiling, and using data are accompanied by the exploration of previously unknown interconnections and synergies between different kinds of data. As a result, new knowledge arises and new strategies are formed. Hence, Middle East College, located in the knowledge oasis Muscat, realized the importance of organizing the third conference on big data and smart city, which bring together researchers, designers, academicians and students, as well as developers and practitioners interested in the advances and applications in the fields of big data and smart cities, to facilitate an exchange of experience and contribute to the development of new knowledge needed to support the building of smart communities for a sustainable future.
Technology, big data in this case, help cities to build a better living for their citizens, and that's what we have been experiencing in the last years in Barcelona, and we would like to explain to the rest of the world, in particular to Oman, what our experience is and how we can share this experience.
The youth generation now, they are looking for the simplifying lifestyle and well-being. And this is what the aiming of this conference is, to have a smart health system, to have a smart transportation, to have a smart homes. So hopefully by the end of this conference, we'll target all of them. And we are encouraging all researchers, developers to go ahead and start implementing that here in Oman.
Thus, this conference is a part of make continuous efforts to provide forum for dissemination and exchange of ideas and knowledge in technological developments across the world, in alignment with the aspirations of the Sultanate of Oman, transforming the country into a knowledge-based economy.
Middle East College is continuously working towards building a research capabilities in the country. Our research agenda is inspired by His Majesty's vision of knowledge economy, and we strongly believe that this particular conference, which is the theme is Big Data and Smart City, which is in line with His Majesty's vision.
Yeah, this is a wonderful event because I'm chairing the IEEE Smart City initiative, and as such, this initiative is developing awareness about smart city development all over the world. The goal is sharing knowledge, the goal is sharing experience.
Out of 210 papers, 65 research papers were selected from 31 countries.
First time in the country, but I see that this is a country that is moving very rapidly to the future. Open people that work for a better living of their own, not only of their own country, but for the rest of the world. And I think that is a key nation for establishing these bridges between the past and the futures.
The conference is participated with 7 eminent speakers from around the world presenting their keynote address on various topics related to big data and smart city, 4 of whom have delivered their keynotes today. Apart from other benefits, this conference will give an opportunity to explore the potential of ICT in the field of smart cities, digital technology and new internet protocols, which all aim to improve the citizens' life. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, I'm Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Middle East College, Al-Khawd, Muscat.
The Capital Market Authority issued a circular to all bodies issuing securities of the necessity of revealing the results of their initial annual unaudited statement of accounts and to send it through the specified system of the Information Center at Muscat Securities Market not less than 15 days after the completion of the first quarter of 2016. More than 10 million people around the world are threatened with a death because of misusing antibiotics and medicines without medical consultation. Omani Society for Consumer Protection organized a seminar that attracted experts from various fields gathered to seek and to shed the light on the dangers of overuse of antibiotics and the search for alternatives can be used instead. The issue of antibiotics used in products of a number of restaurants and medicines is considered one of the important topics at international level. Negative and the danger effects remain from overusing antibiotics is using them in a number of farms and livestock fields aiming to increase meats. Taking points of view from concerned bodies in physical character for the nature of planning schemes in the Governorate of Muscat and how they suit the followed plan standards topped the discussions of technical committee concerned in interim mechanism of urban planning. The meeting with concerned governmental bodies discussed creation of a unified vision to develop planning schemes and facilitate them with services after land distribution. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Engineer Saif bin Amr al-Shakhsi, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Housing. In order to provide a safe and proper environment for the care of children, the elderly and persons with disabilities, the consolidation of the positive values and customs derived from the Omani society and the Islamic law, And to provide home care for those who need a home health care service, the Ministry of Social Development celebrated the graduation of 43 females from the program of babysitters and workers at preschool institutions. The event was presided over by Her Excellency Dr. Muna bin Salim Ajdardaniya, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Manpower for Vocational Education. The program aimed to achieve health, psychological and social stability for the elderly and persons with disabilities through home health care and to reduce the risks resulting from expats, in addition to helping Omani women engaged in the labor market through training and rehabilitation to improve the economic and living situation. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry held a meeting with a number of businessmen in the Governorate of Musandam to introduce one-stop station project Easy Invest. The meeting discussed a number of topics related to developing the private sector in the Governorate with the attendance of His Excellency Engineer Ahmed bin Hassan Adib, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It as well discussed obstacles and challenges facing the businessmen in the Governorate. One-stop station project renders quick e-services to citizens, businessmen and investors to contribute in establishing and running companies in the Sultanate. The project includes a number of government bodies that participate in rendering services and information to investors and businessmen through the internet. Dakhiliya Health Institute held a ceremony to graduate the 15th batch of female and male nurses who will join work at hospitals and health centers in the Governorate of Dakhiliya. The graduates will contribute in providing health sector with new skills and experiences. They as well will support the manpower in the field of general nursing in various health institutions and hospitals in the Governorate of Dakhiliya. The graduates took nursing oath and received their graduation certificate. It is worth mentioning that the percentage of Omanization in the nursing sector reached 75%. The Royal Oman Police ROP, represented by the Directorate General of Traffic, launched at the Traffic Safety Institute the Traffic Awareness Campaign entitled Driving Without Mobile. The campaign coincides with the 32nd GCC Traffic Week. It aims at limiting the usage of mobile while driving by presenting some studies for the targeted category in a bid to limit traffic accidents. The launching ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Salim Al-Rawahi, Chief Executive Officer of the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority. Coinciding with the celebration of Civil Defense World Day, the Directorate of Civil Defense in the Governorate of North Sharqiya organized an event on operations of firefighting, ambulance and rescue at the College of Technology in Ibra. A number of governmental bodies and institutions participated in this activity to get acquainted with means of prevention from fire dangers and accidents. The event included a live show of evictions during fire to increase the students' awareness and the staff in dealing with such emergency cases. Now for the general weather forecast. Medium to high clouds will prevail over the northern governorates of the Sultanate, with chances of cloud accumulation and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains and its nearby areas. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning on the governorates of Dhofar, Wusta, North and South Sharqiya and Dakhiliya. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate on the coastal areas overlooking the Sea of Oman, while on the rest of the governorates it will be south to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate on the western coast of Musandam and the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. Rest of the coast it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. In front of the State Council, Petroleum Development Oman reviews its operations in the exploration and extraction of oil and gas and its role in social responsibility. The Sultan's Special Force celebrates its annual day and marks the graduation of new recruits. New water desalination plants will be established in a number of governorates. And archaeological discoveries found in Heleniad Island's coast date back to the Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.